Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Jason, and you're now tuning into I Speak Geek. So guys, today I wanted to talk to you about PlayStation 5 and my experience over the last few weeks. So I got my PlayStation 5 November 14th, and I've been playing it ever since. So I want to tell you the good, the bad, and the in-between. So relatively, it's been a great experience with PlayStation 5. So in the beginning, there was a couple of glitches that I personally experienced, and this happened to me while I was playing Miles Morales Spider-Man. So I noticed while I was playing it, there was a couple of skips, a couple of glitches in the game, but luckily they released an update to the game. I haven't noticed any glitches since, so kudos to them for that. And with the PlayStation 5, there has been like one reported issue that I'm really aware of, and Sony has since released a update for it. It's whenever the device went into rest mode, it didn't go into rest mode properly, or it would shut off, and then you would get that error message whenever you launch the PlayStation 5 again, where it's like, it's checking your hard drive just to make sure everything's all copacetic. So with PlayStation 5, it has the weirdest number of gigs on a hard drive. So 825, I don't know why Sony went with this, but you're only able to use 667 gigs of that storage. So if you're playing a lot of next-gen console games, as one would with this latest console, you're gonna run out of space relatively fast. So this is actually something that I ran into. I started downloading the games that came in the PlayStation Plus collection. So there's 20 games that come in this collection. And if you download every single game in that collection, you're probably not going to get to the end before you get that message. There was an error with your download. There's not enough space. So I started downloading like Monster Hunter, God of War, Call of Duty, the campaign, the multiplayer, the zombies, and I quickly found myself out of space. So what I did was I picked up a external hard drive, and if you use an external hard drive, it only works with the PlayStation 4 games. So I loaded all my PlayStation 4 games onto that hard drive, and with that, you do lose that loading speed of the PlayStation 5. So as a suggestion, if you're not going to play the games and you are going to play them like right away and need that space, load them onto your hard drive. Of course, it's like, a PlayStation 4 when it loads, but I found that the games that I want to play, I'll just put them on my PlayStation. That way they load pretty fast, and I don't have to worry about running out of any space anytime soon. And hopefully by the time I do run into a space issue, Sony releases an update to allow external drives or external SSDs or a new expansion drive to be put into the PlayStation to expand that storage, which Sony says they're going to do at a later date. So only time will tell if Sony releases that. And the thing I noticed about the PlayStation 5 that sticks out to me is it is a huge console. It is very huge. It nearly takes up like all the space in my entertainment center. So I have it like in this, the cubby that comes with the entertainment center. And at first I was a little bit hesitant to do that because I was afraid that the airflow wasn't going to be enough, but it seems not to be an issue. The PlayStation 5 does get hot. That fan does kick up. And of course, that's something, one would experience or expect with a next-gen console and the level of graphics that it has. So if you saw that teardown video, you saw the fans, and you saw where it tries to dissipate the heat. So with actually mounting the PlayStation 5 on the side, it was a little bit weird, and I wasn't sure that I was doing it right. They said that it like kind of clips on the PlayStation symbols there. I know if I moved it, it kind of comes undone. But once I clip it back in and plug in something into the back, I try not to move it again because like to not utilize all the ports in the front. I did plug my hard drive in the back, and that seems to be a pretty good place for it, as well as I plugged in the wireless dongle for the PlayStation 5 headphones. So I picked up the Sony 3D Pulse headphones. Initially, I picked up some Turtle Bay headphones, but they weren't wireless. And if you don't uh, pick up the Sony headphones, you miss out on like that 3D audio that's supposed to work hand in hand with the adaptive triggers on the PlayStation DualSense controller. So with that, I got rid of the Turtle Beach headphones and picked up of course, the Sony PlayStation 5 headphones. And I also picked up the docking station. So if you have multiple controllers like I do, I think it'd be great to invest into the docking station because, if you're playing those games like I do, your controller battery is going to die. And that way you always have a battery charged up on the controller whenever needed. So like whenever I run out of battery, I just throw that controller on the docking station, pick up another controller, switch it in the PlayStation 5, and I'm good to go. So also with that, it has its own power supply, so you're not tying up a port on the PlayStation 5. So like that front USB-C port, I use that for my headphones and they charge relatively fast and I found no issue with that. So I did pick up the disc model, and just so you know, if you use the disc model, you're still going to utilize a lot of space on your PlayStation 5 because, that's another way how Sony, gets it to load so fast because they preload some of that data onto the PlayStation 5. But games look really good on PlayStation 5. Of course, like I said, there were a few bugs, but like the one for Miles Morales has been fixed. I haven't really, noticed anything, looking subpar or anything like that. So I know with the PlayStation, you're able to change the mode from I guess, better fidelity to better performance. I haven't done this as of yet because with better fidelity, you lose the ray tracing, but you gain 60 frames per second. I notice even with my older games that ray tracing looks good. Like I was playing God of War. I don't know if it was optimized for PlayStation 5, but the game looked amazing. It actually even looked better than what I saw on PlayStation 4. So I have to double check if that was optimized for PlayStation 5. And of course, like since I picked up the launch edition of Miles Morales Spider-Man, it included Spider-Man Remastered. And of course, that game looks amazing, updated, even though they did change that actor for Spider-Man. But guys, it's really been a great experience. Games load fast, interface is clean. It's like just one strip, and you only have like two tabs. One is for media, one's for games, and then games you can see your library, games that are installed, or games that you had previously saved and are not accessible, or you have to install the game for them to become accessible. So that's all relies in that game area. So your notifications look good. And guys, I suggest this is something I found while I was looking at another review on YouTube for PlayStation 5, and actually it wasn't a review, it was IGN, things that you should do with your PlayStation 5. And they suggested turning off like that automatic screen capture whenever you get a trophy, because that is turned on by default and that also utilizes space. So if you turn that off, you're going to save yourself a little bit of space there. So that I turned that off on the PlayStation 5. And haven't noticed any connection issues. Everything seems to work pretty well together. And like I said, it's been a good experience so far with a few hiccups here and there. I think it will vary for each user, but I think it's a good update. The controllers feel nice, the graphics look good. I'm enjoying playing it, and I can't wait to see what other games that Sony releases in the future or a third party companies release as well. So guys, if you found any value in this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Guys, if there was anything that I missed, please let me know. And as always, I thank you for watching. And this is I Speak Geek. I'm Jason, and I'll catch you later. Peace.
Pieces of love, it's alright. Scattered in mud, it's alright. You get